Welcome, everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome in to another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski. And Jay, it's been a day. It's been a weekend, I'm sure, for you.
Yes.
It's
been a month.
Yeah, fair. Like we've got a lot to get to today, but as a very quick tease before we get to more of the propers, we saw each other today in person.
We did see each other in person today, and it was great, and we're going to start the show with that. But before we do that, we're going to ask you to do some stuff for us. Make sure you're following us on social media at I'm Fat Pod, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. We've got our fans page on Facebook. The I'm Fat Podcast fans page. Very easy to find that. Very active there. We've got our YouTube page, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. Go there, subscribe to it, hit the like button on those videos, all that great stuff. We would appreciate it. Episodes drop on Tuesdays, so look for those. And a bunch of other stuff, Patreon, all that good stuff. 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify would be greatly appreciated. What else? Anything else we need to mention? Merch. I'mFatMerch.com. Just had a sale last week. A bunch of people bought stuff. I noticed, too, we sold some I'm Fat Podcast shirts, of course, as we always do. But a lot of people remembering to use our link when they see something at TeePublic they like. I'm talking to you, people. If you see something pops up on your Facebook feed or whatever, and it's TeePublic and you like it, don't go to TeePublic.com. Type in I'mFatMerch.com. If you use our link to TeePublic, we get a little bit of a kickback. So please just get in the habit of anytime you buy anything off TeePublic, you do that. Lots of new designs on the I'm Fat Podcast merch shop. So yeah, lots of stuff to do there.
Okay, so we need to start with where we saw each other today.
Yes.
And a congrats to your daughter, Addie, for making you feel even older by being done with middle school and on to HF. And I feel even old just because, like, I remember Addie much younger now, too, because, like, it's like you don't even really think about it, but, like, we worked together for a good amount longer than we were, like, good friends because we just didn't get to work together that often. So, like, coming around every once in a while and seeing Addie and stuff, and now seeing Addie and, like now, like, knowing the entire group of friends, in my head, I'm just like, when did all of you get so tall?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And like, I may have mentioned this before in the podcast, but I'm like pre-bummed about how fast this is all going.
Yeah.
And I kind of understand like now why my mom, when I was in college, was like, you got to come home. And I'm just like, no, like, leave me alone. I'm in college. Like, I don't want to come home. Home is boring and I can't do what I want to do. And, but now I totally get it. Like, I feel like 2 days ago, she was this little toddler, and now she's this like young adult, and she's 4 years away from potentially leaving home. And it's like, boy, 4 years ago was COVID. That was not that long ago.
No.
And that's very scary for me. So anyway, I'm trying to make the best of the time I have with her. So we had her graduation. She's not dying, but it's a little dramatic. But you know what I mean. We had her party today at Uncle Bud's, my cousin's spot at 97th and Cicero. And we did like a brunch, buffet. So breakfast burritos, hash browns, bacon, sausage, patties, sausage links, French toast, regular toast, fruit salad. And did I miss anything? I think that's everything. Cake.
Yeah.
We had cake from Costco.
Yes.
And like everybody raved about the food, as everybody does when they visit Uncle Bud's. Again, 97th and Cicero and Oak Lawn. But man, it was great. I am so glad we had it there.
Yeah.
Because it just made it so much easier. We just showed up, slapped a couple streamers up, and didn't have to clean up anything. And we were kind of like doing the math. Like, okay, what did it cost us today? Okay, what would it cost if we had to buy beer for everybody? Wine, mixers, catered food, whatever odds and ends we need to buy for the house to accommodate the party. Like, it's very, very close to the cost. Maybe a little bit more, right? But worth it for the mental health aspect. And
Yes.
yes, they're family, but boy, I was so impressed with the way Uncle Bud's handled everything. And the wait staff was great. Everybody loved the food, which is rare when you have your entire family there, that no one complained. The only complaint I heard was, oh, we got to buy our own booze? I'm like, yes.
Yes.
We're supplying everything else for you. So, yes,
Which
you can buy your...
I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Because that was like... That was the showstopper for us.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go on. That's I think I'm through my spiel. Yeah, it was great. But by the way, Costco cake,
Yeah.
24. That big cake, that big sheet cake was $25. Personalized,
at all.
like the colors of Addie's school, like all of it. It was delicious. It was great. Everybody loved it. So if you're looking for like a personalized cake, you just go to Costco. They've got a little form. You fill out the form. What colors do you want? What do you want it to say? And you put it in the box, and it's the day you want it, it will be there. It's such a like hands-off experience that you're like, I guess I'm going to show up, and I guess it'll be there, but we'll see.
Yeah, that seems incredibly convenient and like very on brand for Costco, which by the way, we'll get to Costco a little bit later in the show. I'm hitting the second tease before I even pay off my first tease. It's almost like we've done this radio thing before.
Yeah, a lifetime ago. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it feels like a lifetime ago now. It really does.
Yep.
But okay. So the showstopper at Uncle Bud's for Sam and myself was we walked in, and when we saw Brian and Sarah, we
No, I'm getting it. Hold on.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. So we looked at their drinks and we're like, oh, that looks good. And it was like a spicy pineapple marg. So we were like, doing it. Let's go. And we had them, and they were like really, really good, like fantastic drinks. And so just to kind of, skip on the timeline a bit, when we got our bill, we were like, Sam looked at it and was like, what? She's like, there's no way that drink was $7. Like $7 a pop. And that was what it was. But it was so much better than a $7 drink. Like you would think, like, it sounds stupid these days, but like, yeah, like a $7 mixed drink is probably like well stuff and like, crappy mixers and whatever. But that was a like damn good like margarita. It was so good.
So from what I understand, and I have not I spoke to everyone and no one at the same time today, as you do at parties.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, especially when you're the host.
Yeah, but from what Hope said, Sarah like actually ordered that specifically, like, and it maybe wasn't on the menu.
Oh, okay.
Because she's like, every time we go out with them, it's spicy margs wherever we go.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't have one on the menu, so she had her make them a spicy pineapple marg. Mm-hmm. And I know they were very happy with it. So yeah, maybe they'll adopt it and start making it, because they don't mess around, man. I'm telling you, like you drive by Uncle Bud's, and it's the most unassuming place in the world. If you're from the Southside area, like Evergreen Park, Oklahoma, it's the old TC's pub. Like we used to be across from the old Sport Mart there. I mean, that's dating. It's probably 25 years ago. But 97th and Cicero right there. But it's been completely revamped once my cousin and uncle took it over. Like they gutted the place, redid it. The chef is amazing. The food there is killer and super reasonably priced. Like I even if it wasn't family, again, it's one of our favorite places to go.
Yeah. So that was like a holy crap moment. Also, just like to run down the food a little bit, the sausage patties, like a lot of people think like, okay, sausage patty, like maybe just a hair thicker than like a McDonald's patty or something like that. No, this was a hockey puck.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. Like just an overall like huge sausage patty that like usually with a sausage patty, you can like quarter that thing and you're totally fine. You quarter that thing and it's like a big bite.
Yeah.
And it was like one thing that I loved about everything, seasoned well.
Yes.
Like, especially, I think it like shined the most on the hash browns, because you can get very bland hash browns that are still very good because they're hash browns. But like the seasoning on these, because like I pepper the hell out of everything.
Yeah.
So to have like that, like I wouldn't, even if it was like sitting right there I would not have needed to touch it. It was all fantastic between that, the bacon.
Did you have the eggs, the scrambled eggs?
I didn't. Sam did and said they were awesome.
They were phenomenal. Like,
yeah.
How good can a scrambled egg be? That good. That's like the best scrambled egg you can get. And I'm with you on the peppering. Like when I go out to breakfast, if I get eggs and hash browns, I pre-pepper.
Yep.
Like I don't even think about it.
Pepper and hot sauce.
Yeah.
Like
and
that's what's going on it.
I had to do nothing to the food at Uncle Bud's today. And again, it was like catering. We had like 85 people there. So like
it was buzzing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and that was basically close friends and family, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So it was great. They did a great job. So go visit them, and I have to talk to you now because you and Sam stole the show with your gift to my basic ass daughter. I remember you texted me a couple weeks ago, like, "Would Addie like this and this?" I go, "Rick, she is the most basic child in the world, so yes, she would like a new Stanley. But what you didn't tell me was that you were going to get the Stanley attachment for snacks."
Yes.
So here she is. When we got home tonight, it's taco chips and guacamole, marshmallows and goldfish. So if you're not watching on the YouTubes, and you should, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast, this is your traditional Stanley that all the basic girls are having. And I guess I would describe it like a flower shape that goes over the top.
Yeah.
And it gives you like five individual compartments for snacks. Mm-hmm. And you just set it right on top of the Stanley and just snack away with your Stanley. You don't have to move. And she is so happy with this gift.
Good. And I'm so glad that she texted Sam and not me, because that's where the credit belongs. Like, obviously, like the Stanley was something that like we both were like, oh, a Stanley. But having the thought of get the attachment with it so that it's more fun.
Yeah.
And like the color combo was all Sam. Like, she is someone that she loves, and it's like, usually you hear people say this and it's like, oh, okay, sure. Like, loves giving gifts so much more than receiving gifts.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. And it's just something simple that goes such a long way with everybody.
Well, she's good at it. And I always feel you're right about that. Like, I'm one of those too. Like, I'd rather give you a gift than get one. Because to me, always getting a gift is awkward. Because, like, what if I don't like it?
Yeah.
So, like, all right, whatever this is. And I almost always do. I'm pretty easy to please. But, by the way, the other thing that went over huge, aside from the breakfast and the Stanley, was Sam. Everybody came up to me. Like, Jill came up to me. Brian and Sarah, like, God, Sam is so awesome. She's so great. Like, just after you guys left, I think Tim Bach was there. He said something about it too. Like, everyone's very happy that you found her. She's awesome.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, like, credit to her, because she's had a hellish work weekend. Like, Friday had a birthday party that she had to run and a rehearsal dinner for the wedding that she had yesterday, and then didn't get home till really late from that. And then wanted to, make sure to be there and be like present while we were at Uncle Bud's. So
she was great. She's a delight.
Yeah. Yep.
She's a wonderful person. So you're very, very lucky. So yeah, the party was great at Uncle Bud's. Head on out there if you haven't yet. And again, like, there's so much good stuff on the menu. I rave about the burgers because it's Whittingham meats. There you go. Rick's a basic bitch with his Stanley too.
You're goddamn right.
But they just started Berea grilled cheese. And like, they got these mini chicken tacos that are killer. Like, everything there is so effing good. I promise you won't regret it. If you're out in the Yukon area, go to 97th and Cicero and go to Uncle Bud's. It's terrific. You know what else is great? Mazda of Orland Park. I got to go out there this week. The CX-5 is due it's actually a little bit overdue for an oil change. So yeah, we got to get out there. But you know what? No worries, because the service there is great. When I'm there waiting to get the car serviced, I get to watch TV, plug into the Wi-Fi, have some free water, or complimentary soda or tea or whatever they got there for you, whatever you have a taste for. And what I love about them is the transparency of their service. I talk about this all the time, but when they inspect your vehicle, they literally film it, and then they send you a video and say, all right, here's what we see. And then they send you, here are the following things we recommend and the cost for each thing. So
The
check
old Hawk 2.
the old spit on that thing. And
By
you
the
just
way, doing that, I don't know what I did with my hands. I almost pulled the entire thing off of this.
that would have been good.
That would have been fantastic.
It would have been worth
except
it.
for everything being unplugged.
Well, that whole thing, yes, that would not have been great. But yeah, just hey, we recommend these 5 things. What do you want to do? Some can wait till next time. Yada yada. Click 3 of the 5. Click all 5. Boom. They say great. We'll get started on everything. You're in and out. Everything's transparent. There's no surprises. There's no grifting, which is a rare thing these days, especially when you come to the dealership end of service. So make no hesitation. Mazda of OrlandPark.com. Buy a car there. Service your car there. We do everything with our Mazdas at the dealership. For the first time in our car owning life, we've always gone to a mechanic that we trust and still love them. But we've found such good service with Mazda of Orland Park. We don't hesitate. We go every time. So check them out. Mazda of Orland Park. They're right there on 159th Street, just east of LaGrange Road. Go visit them. Go say hi. Go get a car. Do it. Tell them the IFAT podcast sent you where you go, too.
And tell them your name sent you.
I did that this week on CHGO.
Really?
Like, yeah. I don't remember what the read was, but I just pulled it out of nowhere. Like, tell them your name sent you. Oh.
That's one of my favorite things. And the thing is, once you've hosted and you've had to like shut the brain off to do a read, it's totally plausible. I have not done it, but it is totally plausible to happen.
Hey, if I did as many as Dan Jiggets did back in the day, I probably would have done it too. So,
yeah, exactly.
I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen much of Jigs lately.
Yeah, I haven't seen or heard or
Just living the life, man.
Yeah.
Having a
Okay,
good time.
so I mentioned Costco before, so I might as well pay that tease off now. Was just looking at one of the places that I always like to look at before we do an episode is thetakeout.com. It's great. So this was a story titled, here's how Costco's legendary food court, here's who makes Costco's legendary food court hot dogs. Reading is good. And what I didn't know is that, you know, the price has been there forever, sure, but for the longest time, that was they were using Hebrew National hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. That
And
actually, now that you mention that tracks.
And then it was just, you know, once the price of those dogs went up, they were like, well, we can't, like, what's more important, the price or the hot dog that we have? And they decided to start making their own hot dogs and have it be still like a good quality hot dog, but just for this, do it themselves and like buy up a plant and get all the, you know, do what they needed to do to be able to make it themselves to keep the price point the same.
That's good. That's commendable.
Yeah.
I enjoy that from them because they are good. People love them. And I think, I don't want to say like people love them because they're cheap, but I think had they not been that cheap, people would probably be like, well, I'm not going to pay like $3-4 for one because I'll just go somewhere else and get one.
Sure.
At least to start. But now people seek them out. Like they go there just for the food.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, again, commendable from a big corporation to be like, you know what? This is our thing.
Yeah.
There's no need for, like, it's not like we need the profit. Let's just keep it the way it is and find a way to keep it the way it is. And I haven't heard anyone complain about like the change in the hot dogs. Have you?
No, that happened in 2011. So they got this facility in California in 2011, and in 2018 they opened a second location to make these hot dogs in Morris, Illinois.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good to know.
Yep, there's that makes 2 things from Morris that I could care about. Him and my old pledge father in the fat guy lineage of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia of the Men's Music Fraternity of America, Joe Bisky. Shout out Joe.
Joe Bisky, that's a fat guy name.
Yeah. And he's a chef, like a legit chef.
Never trust a skinny chef. That's what they say.
Right.
All right. That's good to know. I'm glad they are, again, I like going to Costco is kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
But in general, like, I just feel like I'm getting value there. I feel like it's worth it. They always have like good and interesting stuff. And again, like the cake was phenomenal. They've got these new things, and Rick, you probably would not like these, but if I haven't mentioned these before, maybe I have, but frozen bananas with Reese's chocolate and peanut butter around them, and they're like little bite-size frozen bananas. Oh my God, they're incredible. Get those. And I got my lemonade prime there.
Nice.
Damn, what was I just going to do? I had a story I was going to tell. Well, anyway, let's move on to the next thing. I texted you early last week and said, I've had a Chipotle experience. Mm-hmm. I went to the one in the medical district near like Damon and Ogden, like right there. There's a whole like shopping. It's all basically restaurants. There's a Five Guys, Jimmy John's, Panda, B-Dubs Go, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Chipotle, and like some Mediterranean place, and maybe a couple. And there's like a Scrubs Depot.
Okay.
Like it's for the people in the medical district. So I'm at Chipotle.
Although,
yes,
Scrubs just in general, if you're not in the medical field, still comfy.
Very comfy. Yes. And always look good on women.
Yes. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter shape, doesn't matter. Like, it's so funny because there's all this stuff about, getting dressed up and whatever. And obviously that's always appreciated, but just like Scrubs, great. Like, here's the simple things that like every guy or everyone will agree on.
Yes. There you go. It worked.
There. Now I get the thumbs up. Not when I wanted it at the beginning of the show, you stupid Apple jerk. Yeah, it's going to keep giving me these thumbs up.
Trolling you.
The Scrubs.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Wearing a hoodie or like your t-shirt that is longer than the shorts that are worn.
Yep.
Always hits.
Yep. I will say any woman in a gray tank top and jeans.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about that combination, but knocks me out every time.
Yep.
I don't know. So take note. Women.
Anywho.
Give them that hot tool. Can't get over it, dude. So, as an aside, I did not see the meme.
I love the internet.
I know.
I forget? I don't think I sent you the one that I sent a couple other people. It's so funny.
That's basically how Rick and I communicate, is we send each other videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
So the first time I saw the Hot Tua girl was the Ben Affleck smoking meme. And it just said the Hot Tua girl's dad this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what's the Hot Tua girl? And I looked it up and I was just like, I was dying. And she's a delight, man. She's so funny. She is just funny and confident and like not afraid to admit it, and it's great. I think I said to Hope, like, this is going to unite the country. This is going to be the thing that everybody agrees on. And it's like,
so this brings me back, and I understand it probably hasn't aged the best in terms of how it was phrased at the time, but the sentiment is there. One conversation I ever saved on my phone from the score was a day when Jason Goff was hosting with Bernstein, and it was something about, I think, like it was just like when your person walks by and you just slap them on the ass.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, that's just what you do.
Right.
That's yours. like in the non-creepiest sense.
Yes.
That's yours. And then they bringing up, and like it was one of those things where the text line just flooded with everybody being like, thank you. You need to tell women this. Like, we're doing this out of love. Just because you hustle up the stairs with your hand behind you to try and not get slapped on the butt. Like that.
The poke.
Yep. Or yeah. And then Maddie chimed in with the old credit card check. And I'm like, okay.
Never done that one.
That was kind of the same reaction too. But it was so funny. Like, it's just one of those moments where working there, you can totally see what happened. People called in, people texted in, like, this is perfect. We need to put this in podcast form for everybody to hand out as like a form to be like, Just so you know, you're getting into this.
I love the meme too that's been going around of like a guy walks by his wife in the kitchen and it like cuts to Michael Caine, like looking like what? Why? And then he turns around, and there's women doing it to men too. They slap the button and it's like Leonardo DiCaprio toasting and like a approving nod from people. Yes, as long as it's your significant other.
Right.
and you're in an appropriate relationship for said things.
Yes.
Exactly. I told her.
Did you check my text the thing that I just sent you?
I'm looking right now.
You absolutely should.
Oh God, is this something I'll be able to share on the show?
You could maybe share the picture, but it's just fun. The context is so funny. So I guess there's a wax sculpture of Lincoln, and it was in the summer.
Oh no. I'm not sharing that.
So Lincoln is like, think of, the Lincoln Memorial, except he's kind of melted. So his posture has changed and his head is leaning back a little further. And let your brain do the math there.
Sure,
and someone said DC already made a hawk to a statue.
Oh my God. HEIFE. I'm finding it.
It's so bad.
Where is this?
It's so bad. It's honestly perfect.
Old man with technology as always.
Well, I mean, it's trying to find one specific thing. I kind of figure with us recording late on a Sunday night after like long weekends, this one could go off the rails.
Oh, it's definitely going to.
And it has.
All right, I found it.
The rails are completely off.
There you go. Again, if you're on YouTube, another reason to check out the YouTube, because there are several jokes that we will tell that you will not get if you're only listening to the podcast.
Yep,
if you'd like to find
incredible.
a tweet for yourself, the handle is Kirk_Bado, BADO. No idea who this guy is. If he's problematic, I don't know, but it's a funny picture. That's all I know.
But yeah, the person that made the connection there is it's a fantasy football guy that I follow.
Okay. There you go. Fair enough. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Transition off of that, Mr. Radio.
Yeah. Let's see. Chipotle. Back to the story.
Oh yeah. We were in the middle of something.
Yes, we were. So I'm at the Chipotle right there in the medical district. I'm trying to get a mental picture here. So this is Chipotle. You walk in the front door, and then like directly in front of you is like the length of the restaurant. So there's like those common tables in the middle, and you line up. You walk straight, then you turn left, and then you're in line for the tacos. And then along the front windows, there's like 4 or 5 like bar seats.
Okay.
So I have the far right bar seat. The far left bar seat is like a lower table. So I'm at like an elevated bar seat.
Sure.
The far left one is a lower table at the garbage cans, like right next to the garbage cans. So I'm just sitting there eating, like doing my thing, like looking at my phone. I'm by myself. I might have even had AirPods in. And I'm just sitting next to this girl. And I just hear like commotion on the side. And the girl next to me goes like, oh, hell no. And she just gets up. I'm like, what's going on? So the manager of Chipotle and security officer are like, sir, you have to put your pants on. So I'm like,
and you said, why do I need to put my pants on?
Like, leave me alone, I'm eating. No, so I look over and I don't like, it was a guy going through it. I don't know if he was intoxicated or mentally ill, whatever. But when I say his pants were down, they were off. Like they were like at his knees.
Like looking like a fool with your pants on the ground?
Yeah, like he was about to like, oh, I'm sitting on something. This must be a toilet. Now, nothing like that happened. Oh. But he was like, that's how the pants were. Like when you go to take a crap and you pull your pants like to your knees. Maybe it's like a dirtier bathroom floor. So you don't want your pants to touch the floor. So like you put them like right around the knees. So he's like, all right, so stands up, and then pulls him up like half up his crack.
Okay.
And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm either going to leave or just pretend like nothing's happening. Those are your two options. Because if you like make a scene or react, that's when hell breaks loose with people who are
Sure.
going after it or going through it. So the guy pulls him half up, and then the security guy, who was amazing, he was so calm, and he was so like, he did not escalate anything. He looks at the manager, and she's just like, yeah, he's got to go. So the guy's like, all right, buddy, like, you got to take this outside. You got to eat outside. Can I help you carry your food out? Can I help you with anything? And the guy's like, no, I'll just go, you know. So he stands up, just like bare ass, hanging out in Chipotle. Everybody handled it very well, but it was just like, oh, this is a thing that's happening right now in my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to see that mid burrito bowl, but it is what it is. And I guess look, you go anywhere these days, you don't know what you're going to see.
Right.
But I was not expecting that like on a weekday at like, 12:30.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's, you know where that wouldn't have happened?
Qdoba.
Correct.
Because the guy would have swallowed a razor blade and died by then.
See, I thought you were going to go with because there's no locations.
Probably that too. I go to that one too often.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Law of averages.
Yeah,
On that
exactly.
one. You know where you won't find a pantsless person? Fredo's. They'll keep your pants on there, but they're going to blow your socks off. Come on!
Look at you.
Yeah, that's all I need to
Mr.
do.
Professional.
That was a read right there, mister.
That's why you get that all city money.
Go to Fredo's. I almost said Chipotle. Go to Fredo's, get the I'm Fat burger, the I'm Fat pizza, the I'm Fat grilled cheese. Don't get all three or you will need to take your pants off.
Yes.
That's too much for anybody. But not just that, the great mozzarella sticks, all the food on the menu, the pizza, the burgers, everything there is phenomenal. They got the, what was the burger of the month? We looked it up last week. Oh, the tikka masala burger.
Yes.
Is the burger for June. So you've got, 6 days to get there and grab that before it resets. And I guarantee you the one in July will be just as damn good. So go check them out. Fredo'sPizza.com is the website you want to place an online order. Go ahead. Use that code I'm Fat, and you'll save 10% every time you order. So get in the habit of doing that. Great for takeout lunch. Easy to dine in. Fredo's is a great place. Go check them out. And again, as you should, every time you visit any of these places, is let them know that we sent you. That would be wonderful. Fredo'sPizza.com, promo code I'm Fat. Do it.
So, one of my many flaws,
I don't know of any.
that's a lie,
Well,
is that
maybe.
for as much as our guy, Rush Schneider, has brought up my Cocina Grill,
Yes.
and the fact that I looked it up before the show, I live only 10 minutes from my Cocina Grill.
That's shameful.
I still have yet to go to my Cocina Grill. And I know that like they have half price margaritas on Mondays. So Sam and I have been trying to find a good Monday, but like with me in this job working 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. It's all BS excuses.
What a way to make a living.
Yeah, right. So this needs to happen because on their seasonal menu, they have brought back the Choco Taco.
Oh, lordy lord.
A homemade Choco Taco with like a cookie like shell. It's just like, yeah, it's just like put the cookie in like the waffle maker thing and it looks incredible. Stuffed with vanilla ice cream, then dipped in that like hard chocolate and then topped with cinnamon crumbs.
Oh my God. Yes, the cinnamon crumbs are a beautiful addition. I'm trying to see, they have this on their Facebook. Oh, here we go. They got a little video going. I'm gonna share the screen here while I can.
Yeah, that's like 20 seconds of greatness, which, that's what he said. So
Give her the most okayest wiener in her life. Oh my God, that looks so good. Again, another reason to visit our YouTube page, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Holy crap, that looks good.
Isn't it? It looks incredible. So before that thing leaves, I will arrive finally at my Cocina Grill. I knew the place had to be close because I know Russ and I live really close to each other.
Yeah.
But it's a blind spot. It's a bad blind spot, and I need to be better.
43 South Sutton Road in Streamwood.
Yeah,
Get
that's
there.
Route 59. So
Okay.
it's on Route 59. Yeah, like it's an easy location to get to. Like just get to 59 and you'll find it. And yeah, so it looks fantastic, and I have yet to be.
Well, you suck. What can I tell you?
It's true.
All right, do you want to hear about where I almost shit my pants or my Taco Bell story next?
Shockingly, they're not the same
They're
story.
not related. I know. Can you believe it?
Let's take a slight break from from
Poo
hitting
talk?
the gas.
Okay,
So
sure.
let's go Taco Bell.
Okay, so this was God, my week is all running together because we had like 5 softball games this week, but I think it was Thursday or Wednesday was our bad softball game where like we had to talk to the girls and be like, do you want to be here?
Oh,
It was one of those days after the game where we're like, okay, we're going to walk away and you guys talk to each other and figure this out. And then they responded with like a great win the next night. So it worked fine. But it was just a long, frustrating day. Like traffic getting there was like, it was just one of those days. And I was like, done. So me and Addie are in the car, like, Addie's quiet. Like everybody's kind of like frustrated. So I'm like, let's go to Taco Bell. So I go to Taco Bell on Halstead in, what was that, like Volmer, I think, out in right there. So get to the ordering box.
drive-through?
Thank you.
Ordering.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
Watching your face as your brain tried to get there was incredible. Yet another reason to watch the YouTube when either of us short circuit.
I glitched. Yes, the drive-through. Thank you, Rick.
The ordering box. I think we might need an ordering box t-shirt or something. Like, that's too good.
Put a picture of Raji on there.
Box.
Anyway, okay, so I pull up to the
what do you want to order box?
to the drive-through. I pull up, put the window down, and they go, "Welcome to Taco Bell. We're only taking mobile orders right now."
Well,
Like, what do you? I'm here. What are you talking about? I'm like, so if I open up my app right now and order, you'll make my order? They're like, well, yeah, we're only doing mobile orders. I'm like, I didn't even respond.
yeah.
I was like, I just pulled away.
I was just gonna say, why are you in Lombard?
Wait, I was wrong. It was not the one on Halstead. It was the one in Tinley Park, right there, like by the Target there on like right off 80 in Harlem. That's where I was. So I'm like, what? And I just left. I almost peeled out. I was so pissed. And I had like, you know me, I have a very long, you've seen me. I have a long fuse with a big bomb on the end of it.
Yes.
So Addie's in the car with me, and I just like, I'm waiting to like pull out of Taco Bell to turn to get on the street, and I just like punch my steering wheel 4 times, just going, I just want a fucking taco. and I look at Addie, I go, I'm really sorry. Like that had nothing to do with you. I was just at my wit's end, and it was like the last straw tonight, and I just had to freak out, and I'm really sorry. And she just looked at me like all side-eyed. And I got like to the light. I go, again, I'm really sorry I did that. She's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Like everyone's frustrated today. Yeah. So we went to the brand new Taco Bell on 183rd and Kedzie.
Okay.
Let me tell you, buddy, this is the best Taco Bell ever. The people are friendly. The food comes out quickly and correctly. It's very strange.
That's not Taco Bell.
I know, it's crazy. But they just opened it like 183rd, just west of Kedzie. And I think that's Country Club Hills or something like that. I think that's what that is. I've been there 3 times, and every time, like, pleasant. Just delightful. So that's the new Taco Bell. That's the go-to now. And guess what? When I drove through, they took my order.
Really? That...
Crazy, right?
Ironically, I don't know if I could trust that Taco Bell.
Because it's too good?
Or just wait for the apathy to set in. Like, what is the apathy time? Like, I wonder if they, like, dictate that to franchisees of, like, okay, the first 6 months, you guys have to be, like, on your shit. And then after that...
Yeah, you don't have to care anymore.
Right. Like, after that, it's whatever. That's
every Wendy's south of 147th Street. They're like, Wendy's, what? Like, can I have a burger and a diet? We don't have anything diet. Oh, okay. Can I have a water? Yeah, but we got to charge it for the cup. Great. Cool. And then once I went to the drive-thru at that Wendy's right off 57 and Sibley, and I like pull up. She's like, now you have to back up to the other window, to the first window. I'm like, what? So I had to back my car up, and they gave me the order out that window.
I'll bag up the White Sox post-game.
I don't know what's
How are
happening.
we at 2 Ranji references?
That's too many. I don't know what is happening with the Wendy's in my area, but it's not been great. The food's fine. Like
weird.
when you get the food,
Yeah.
the people are just like, Jesus. Like it's almost like Soup Nazi on Seinfeld, where I'm like, I will have a burger with cheese, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask for anything out of the ordinary. Holy moly!
Welcome to Wendy's. Fuck off.
Basically,
Like,
that's yeah, that's it. Hey, at least they take more than mobile orders, so I'll give them that.
yeah. It's a very slight step forward.
It's a shame. It's so good, and I don't care, and I'll just keep going
Right.
because Wendy's
Well,
is
glutton for
delicious.
punishment.
Yeah, exactly. Glutton for many things, including
All right. I have one more thing here.
All right, I got 2 more, but they're quick.
The
Including
Olympics
really
are
showing
coming
myself.
up in Olympics are coming up in Paris.
Yes.
Every time I forget about the fact the Olympics are going to happen, and then I watch any sort of NBC station, and then it's like, the Olympics are coming.
Boy, those swim trials have been on all week.
Dude, well, that's where we're going with this.
All right.
So we have a rooting interest outside of just America.
All right.
The synchronized 3-meter springboard diving team, which I
Okay.
know we're all keeping an eye on anyway.
Always.
The team is Cassidy Cook and Sarah Bacon. So we are team Cook Bacon.
I love that. Yes. Team Cook. See, I feel like I saw a picture of that. Like, did they have
It's like
shirts on with like their last
I
names
think
on it?
so.
Yeah, I thought I saw
like
that.
It's like whenever you see guys sitting on the bench in like college football. Like I remember there were defensive tackles that it's not even like they were just in the same position group. They both played, and one was Dingle and one was Barry.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. Oh, it's great for us.
I mean, sure. Like, of course I can't find this, but yes.
Or the 3 receivers for I don't remember what college that were small, white, and
Go ahead.
Cox.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
It's redundant.
Yep. Right. You just you need one of the first 2. That's all.
Yeah. All right. We'll look for them. All right. So I'm going to tell you about something good that I had, and then I'll tell you when I almost pooped my pants, and we'll get to Ask a Fat.
Okay.
But first, we should tell you about our friends at Nick and Ivy. Awesome.
And I'm sure they can't wait with all
I
this
know.
gone.
Out there in beautiful downtown Lockport. Go visit them. For God's sakes, 1026 South State Street in Lockport, Illinois. As we mentioned, live music, incredible beer. Honestly, there is always something to do and always something to try at Nick and Ivy. I mentioned last week we tried the Huebner, Fred Huebner's new beer that Nick and Ivy created. It's absolutely wonderful. They released a new beer on June 14th called Luna Negra, which is a dark Mexican lager. It is the alter ego of Sol Dorado, their Mexican lager. This is their take on a craft Mexican dark lager brewed with German ingredients and maize. The addition of maize and dark malt makes this lager a well-rounded delight. The roast malts and maize balance the roastiness and sweetness perfectly for this to be the dark beer you want to drink on a hot day. Always, always, always coming up with new and creative things at Nick and Ivy. If you love beer and you love a good time and you love hanging out, go visit them, 1026 South State Street. How about on a Thursday night? $5 pints. That's a good night to go out there and try some delicious Nick and Ivy beer. And if you're one of my friends from Homewood, our favorite place, Lassen's Tap, has the Huebner on tap right now, so you can go right there and check it out. They're making their way through a lot of the Southwest burbs. You can find them in like the Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Jules. Nick and Ivy is growing and expanding, so be a hipster. Get in on the ground floor and go visit our friends out there at Nick and Ivy Brewing in Lockport, 1026 South State Street. All right, so went to, after the successful Nope. I'm sorry. Actually, so I had the game. I had to lecture the girls.
Mm-hmm.
We had to lecture the girls. Then they won, advancing to the championship, and then they lost the championship. But it was a super close game. So after the championship game, we go to Rainbow Cone, right there on like 157th and Harlem. Just opened a brand new like standalone in Orland Park, and go in there and I see they've got some new flavors. Like it's not just a Rainbow Cone, and they've always had like the basics.
Sure.
But they have a new Orange Dream ice cream soda sherbet and the vanilla. I'm like, yep, that's me. I'm getting that. And let me tell you, it was fantastic. But I regretted not getting Rainbow Cone.
Interesting.
It's weird. Like when I'm in there, it just is like, it just hits just right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like all those flavors together. And I don't know if it was just like the decor in there.
Yeah.
They even have like, what do you call it? Like when you get your garage floor like rubberized, there's like the flex in there. Like epoxy or whatever they call it, right?
Yes.
They have that kind of floor in there, but it's got like the colors of Rainbow Cone as the flex.
That's cool.
And I'm like, man, I'm going to try the Orange Dream. And I'm glad I did. And it was great. But I seriously, as good as it was, I regretted not just going for the classic Rainbow Cone because it's just perfect.
I just always think of Ed Farmer when I hear
Friends.
Rainbow Cone.
Rainbow Cone. Yep. 87th Street and Western. Yeah. Go get yourselves
Darren, how could there be people that have never had Rainbow Cone? I'm trying to, was it Connor that tells the story that like either he hadn't had Rainbow Cone or someone that was up in the booth had not had Rainbow Cone, and Ed got on his phone immediately and Rainbow Cone was there like 2 innings later.
Yeah, it's me. It's Farmio. Please deliver Rainbow Cone to the booth. Yeah. Okay, great. I know it is a Chicago institution, but as I rage about all the time, a lot of people from Chicago think Chicago ends at Roosevelt.
Right.
Like there's nothing worthwhile to visit south of Roosevelt or south of Sox Park or whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing a ton of good stuff out south. And Rainbow Cone, the original Rainbow Cone, is among them now that they've been purchased. And I believe were purchased by the Buona family.
Oh, yes, because I've seen a couple now where they've expanded in general.
Yes.
So like that.
Same.
Yeah. Well,
Shut up.
Okay.
I ate Ozempic, Rick.
Okay. I just won't bring up what was said today at Uncle Bud's in my
shirt.
presence. Mm-hmm. Yep, I will not. I won't bring up someone saying that you look like you lost weight. I won't say that. But the like Lombard standalone location that's on Roosevelt, I think was like one of the first like branching out.
I believe that might have been
outside
the
of
first.
South Burbs. Okay.
That might have been the first because for a while Bona was actually selling Rainbow Cone in the stores.
Yeah.
But now if you have a Rainbow Cone close, they don't do that anymore.
Oh, interesting. Because now I've seen a couple where there's like Rainbow Cone branding on the Bona.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I and again, someone email us, imfatpod@gmail.com if you know. I could Google it, but that's no fun. I believe is it the Buona Volante? I think that's the name of the family that owns Bona Beef. Either they purchased a stake in it or naming rights or something. So we're getting one in Flossmoor next to our Bona, a standalone Rainbow Cone. But this one in Orland is the only one, aside from the original, that's within driving distance right now, as far as I know. So anyway, if you've not had Rainbow Cone and you call yourself a Chicagoan, Ed Farmer's right. You're a boob. Go try it. It's amazing. It's just a Chicago classic. All right. Are we good? Is that everything?
Well, hold on.
What?
What was your emergency poop situation?
I forgot what it was that triggered my bowels that day. I'm good for like 1 or 2 emergencies a week. But I arrived at the office. Fortunately, was able to park close, and I was doing the clench on the way. Walking.
And you're trying to walk as normal as possible.
Yeah.
While doing the clench, but it never works.
No. So my hack has been if I'm doing the clench and walking, I'll at least like be on my phone, so it looks like I'm normal. Okay. I'm not like panicking doing the walk.
Yeah.
So I walk into the office and CHGO's on the 3rd floor. And I'm like, all right, I'm up the stair. I get up the first set of stairs to get to like the main doors, punch in the code to get in, walk in, get the elevator, and the elevator is being serviced. And I'm like, I had to get up 3 twisting flights of stairs. Oh, no. This is a precarious situation, but I made it.
Oh, no.
I still, as an adult, have not had an accident.
Same. You hear me knocking on wood.
I know I'm knocking on wood too, but like I'm surprised. Like considering the amount of emergencies I have in given months
and the amount of food that we consume that should cause emergencies.
Yeah, the kind of food we consume that should do that.
Yeah. Oh, we're totally playing with fire.
Oh my God, it's just it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't happen at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that'd be bad.
Yeah, somewhere where new pants are available.
Although very selfishly, you having to leave the set mid-pod would be hilarious.
I've not had to do that. Believe it or not, things like seal up when I'm on the air. I get a Herb's tight booty syndrome, I guess.
And the one benefit you guys have is if you ever have that have to happen, it's not like you guys have lav mics or anything to where you have to remember to turn it off when you get to the bathroom.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like Naked Gun.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That
or like
is,
there's always like I feel like once every couple months there's a new Zoom call where someone's going to the bathroom and they forget to turn off their mic.
Yeah, or doing something else on Zoom, which is inappropriate. We have had someone on our show have to leave the set because of that. But it was due to a gluten allergy that at the time they were unaware of. And I just looked up. I'm like, I'm alone right now. And it's fine. I don't know where this person went.
All right, let's kill some of these super chats.
Yeah, they've been gone for a while. So we'll just keep talking and pretend like nothing's happening.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of when I remember like I was trying to think of like worst shifts I hosted on.
Shifts.
Or shifts.
Yes.
Yeah. Or just like where you're going to get zero interaction.
Yeah.
How about the 4th of July, 6 to 9 p.m.?
Oof.
You are getting
nothing
on that. You don't want to bother anybody for guests because
it's
everybody's going to be drunk or covering baseball or something like that. So
right. Or
that's out the window. I remember I did that one year. I think Studs was producing. So at least like him and I kind of went back and forth a good amount, but that was a rough shift.
Did you ever tell you a story about back in the day when I was like a really, really brand new producer? The powers that be had the genius idea to put former Bears linebacker Joe Kane on the air overnight.
Oh no.
And he was literally pleading for calls. Man, I gotta tell, please call me. Please, I need someone to call. And I was like, I was so new that I was like, am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to like jump on the air? And it was the Drew Hayes era where he was completely checked out and not interested in running the station.
Oh, okay.
It was when we had an overnight show run by an intern that he had no idea existed. Do you know that story?
No.
Oh yeah, there was like an overnight producer.
Yeah.
That was supposed to run like whatever it was at the time, Sporting News Radio.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and they ended up hosting their own show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring my friends in and host a show. And it went on for like 6 months, and he did nothing about it and had no idea what was happening.
And then you just stick for voiceovers the rest of your career.
Ready for Ask a Fat?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, sounds good.
Ask a Fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the Fats.
Ask a Fat, as always, is brought to you by our pal, the formerly sweaty. He's probably still a little bit sweaty. Charlie the Bacon Guy, and here he is with this week's Bacon Report.
Thanks, Jay. We're back, and not at all rested, and still sweaty.
Okay.
Everywhere. For bacon flavors, there's not very much left, but what we do have is chorizo, raspberry chipotle, ranch, and Canadian bacon. Bacon jams are the original, the bourbon, and the mango habanero.
Stuff.
Don't forget about your promo code, I'm fat, for 10% off every order through the rest of the summer. And if you've been waiting for a specific bacon flavor, now's the time. I'm starting a new batch tomorrow, and I can flavor it however anyone may want it.
Ooh.
So order soon to get what you want. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
I'm sweaty. What? I'm sweaty.
Hey, we all are.
Yep.
So jump on that. CharlieTheBaconGuy.com is the website. If you want to email him, like if you're listening to this first thing in the morning, it drops at midnight, and you like, oh shit, Charlie's making bacon. I would like this. Get in touch with him. CharlieTheBaconGuy@gmail.com. That's the easiest way to get in touch with him directly. But if you want to order from what's available right now, the current selections that he listed off, CharlieTheBaconGuy.com. And if you're not sure, look at that bacon vault. Every flavor he's ever made before is on there. So if you see one of those, spot one of those, get in touch with him quick, and he'll whip up a batch for you real quick. And make sure you get some bacon jam. That's killer. I've been doing this all summer. I got those Costco Kirkland burgers. It's like an 18-pack of 3/4 pound burgers. They grill up from frozen. They're great. Right when you're about to put the cheese on the burger, you slap on a little like spoonful or so of the bacon jam. Then you put the cheese on top of that. Oh, man, is it perfect. And whatever flavor you want, it's just delightful. So get some bacon jam, get some bacon. You'll be very happy you did. CharlieTheBaconGuy.com. All right, we have no voicemails today. If you want to leave us one, the number is 708-858-3314. 708-858-3314. Put that in your phone for when you have a good food experience or you nearly shit your pants in public. Let us know about it. 708-858-3314. We would appreciate that.
All right. This one is from, I can only assume, our guy, Russ.
It is the Russ, yes.
He said, this place just appeared in my Instagram feed. I don't think I've heard it mentioned before. The sandwiches appear to live up to their name. Fatshack.com.
Yes, I am looking at fatshack.com right now. It's on your screen if you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. But chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks. Here's the fat sandwiches. The Fat Andy. Well, we know what that's about.
Yep.
That's our guy. Fried pickles, mozzarella sticks, onion rings, fries, and ranch. That's a sandwich.
Yes, that is fried items.
The Fat Bronco, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, French fries, and marinara.
Okay.
The Fat Chance, jalapeno poppers, cheesesteak, chicken fingers, French fries, and buffalo ranch. Oh my God.
So basically, they're like, let's take everything that's a side and put different combinations of them on a bun.
On the bun, this place is redonkulous, and I am here for it.
Oh, same here.
Oh my God, the burgers look great. I am trying this place. All right, I should look up where it is.
Donde?
I haven't done this yet. Let's see.
Fat Shack.
I need the locations. Here we go. Locations.
Illinois.
There's one in Illinois. It is at
2140 North Clybourne.
Oh, that's dangerously close to work. Ooh. Oh, this might have to be a work. They're open after 4. Come on, man. All right, Friday. I'll have to do it on a Friday. I can do that.
Okay.
It will not be this week, though. By the way, good time to mention, I'm going to be in Vegas for the draft this week.
Nice.
So next week's episode will be delayed. Maybe it'll be Monday or Tuesday, depending on the insanity of work, because then we get back, and then development camp opens for the Hawks, so it's going to be nuts. Wow. But yeah, I'm going to the draft, going to the Sphere.
Nice.
Have you seen the temperatures for this week in Las Vegas?
I have not. I can assume they're not great.
7-day forecast for Las Vegas, where I am heading. Thursday, 105.
Whoa.
Friday, 104. Cooling off. Saturday, 106. Sunday, 107.
Ew.
The week after that, Tuesday and Wednesday will be 109 degrees.
Oh my God.
Why?
Enjoy.
Fortunately, I'll be inside most of the time. I'm very excited to see the Sphere in person, and also very upset that I won't be there to see Dead and Company in there. But it is what it is.
I've seen it like just from like while driving around or like walking around in Vegas.
Yeah.
I've seen the Sphere, and it is nuts.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's pretty insane.
Hey, by the way, you went into Venetian when you were there?
Very briefly, yes.
Okay, I'm wondering because they have like a interactive Grateful Dead, what do you call it, exhibition there. But I wonder if it's closed when the dead is not there. I don't know. I'm hoping.
I don't know about that, but actually, I did go in the Venetian where I had that crazy shake.
Oh yeah.
In Vegas, that was at someplace that I don't remember that I mentioned on the pod after I went to Vegas. That was in the Venetian.
Okay. Well, I'll look for that while I look for the Grateful Dead exhibition if I have time. All right, one more email. This one's addressed to you, but I'll read it. Rick, in this week's episode of Hole in the Wall Ethnic Places, I tried sanguche, I don't know if I said that right, on 59 and 88 in Naperville. They describe themselves as epic Peruvian sandwiches. I got the chicharron, which is from the menu, a pork butt that was braised, then fried in its own juices.
Hell yes.
Served on a ciabatta roll with slices of sweet potato, salsa criolla, and drizzled with fresh parsley mayo. I got their hot sauce on the side. The sandwich was very good, reminded me of a Cuban, but on ciabatta with a little flavor twist. But add some of that hot sauce, and hot damn, the sauce was a star and took a very good sandwich and made it great. It wasn't really that hot and not your typical Mexican hot sauce. I honestly can't place the flavor. I'm not a hot sauce guy, but it made me want more. It came with fries for $11.50.
Nice.
The fries were fresh cut and really good, but not special. They made me wish I had chosen a Peruvian side to experiment with. The regular size was too small for a fat, but they offer a large for $14. It's a short drive for you, but it's worth the trip. I'll return to try the other sandwiches. That's from Ryan.
Okay, yeah, that's my old stomping grounds. Like 59 and 88, like people can think of like Topgolf is around there. So yeah, the address on this place is 535 Fairway Drive, Suite 115. So yeah, it is right in that area. Like right around where like Topgolf and all that stuff is, around 59 and 88.
All right, I'm sharing I'm sharing the Yelp page here on the YouTube page, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. And these do look good.
Yeah, like
there's a whole ass chicken.
I forget if this was this week or last week or whatever that like Sam and I went to Savory Crust again.
Yeah.
And god damn, like that Argentinian chicken is like the best. It's my favorite empanada that I had from that place. So like I just need to, for one thing, I need to be less of a bum and be willing to like go more out of my way on a weekday where I'm, like working a regular 9 to 5, whatever, and just be less of a bitch about like getting out and doing it.
Yeah.
So that's me calling out myself again. I need to go to my Cocina grill and I need to try other shit.
Well, there you go. Now you have excuses to do both.
Yes. It's so funny. We were like, yeah, we can probably have a tidy 45, 50-minute podcast here.
Never.
This one was fully off the rails and it's an hour 5. So
always happens that way.
That's just kind of how we roll.
Yep.
But
no apologies.
Find us on all of our social media at I'mFatPod. I'mFatPod@gmail.com. Spotify, Patreon, check those out if you like. I'mFatMerch.com. There was a sale last week, which probably means there will be one like next week.
Yeah.
So that's always great. And that sounded sarcastic, but I didn't mean it to be.
No, really.
Yeah. So get our merch, get somebody's merch, use our link, we get a kickback, it helps out. YouTube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Lots of YouTube stuff this week, so maybe just, listen again or just give us that opportunity.
By the way, if you're listening to this on Monday, our merch shop is on sale. Sale ends Monday at midnight. So I'mFatMerch.com. Jump on it, grab some stuff before the sale runs out because you won't be able to check one until next week.
Yep. All right. And then youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Subscribe, like each video, and give us that watch. And also subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the regular podcast feed. Leave the all 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, preferably, Spotify, wherever. Let's get the word out. Because we got a great following, but let's expand that like we expand ourselves.
Exactly.
Or at least I do. And the best thing you can do is check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, Nick and Ivy Brewing. For Jay, I'm Rick. Mercifully, this episode is over, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
French toast, grilled cheese, and ham sandwich.